everyone, Pumpkin Master 47 here, and welcome back to another episode of updating the Rockfire Explosion in Minecraft. Woo! Alright, so I didn't get a lot done off camera, but I did enough off camera that it'll suffice because of well, let's just show you. So I decided, let me just see, I was going to put the characters on stage off camera. So I'm thinking this is about how they'll look on camera. Duke might need to move a bit forward, but yeah, we'll solve that when we get to it. Pretty much, yeah, Duke needs to move forward. But yeah, I didn't realize how big the just the center stage was. So so basically what happened after I got done camping, we went a day sooner, so I thought I could get another video up, but I couldn't. Anyway, anyway. So, um, what was I doing? Ah, yes. So pretty much the characters are roughly where they're going to be on stage. Duke might need to move a bit forward, but this is all except for the sun and the moon, because I forgot about them, but yeah, that's pretty much the mechs on stage. So, this episode, I would like to get a few things on stage first. So, starting with Duke, I'm gonna have to move him forward a bit. Or no, wait, I might not have to. Need to look at my image of the Rockfire Explosion. Okay, yeah, Beach Bear's the furthest back. Beach Bear's about good where he is. Mitzi, this guy, Fats, I couldn't think of his name. Duke needs to move forward. Duke's good probably where he is. I've not been going off of measurements. I've been going off of eye. Uh, all right. So anyway, just anyway. What was I doing? Ah, yes, I remember. So, we're gonna get, this episode, we're gonna get probably Fats' organ in, just so I know basically where that is. Duke, we're gonna get Duke's drum kit, whatever you want to call it. And English is not my strong suit, but we'll get Duke's drum kit in here right now. So, okay, so Choo Choo is probably right here because the organ's gonna be about here. Choo Choo's to the left of the organ, or right of the organ if you're on stage. Meaning the drum kit, it's probably here? I mean, Duke's about good where his height is. And I did find something out about how the Rockfire Explosion works. Apparently, Duke is never actually sitting on the seat. The little bench for the drum kit. Because what I did look is he's actually placed right in front, like right behind. He has the same stand right there, but he's placed right behind the drum kit, or the actual seat. So he's right behind the seat. So, So I didn't know that myself. So I found that out roughly this morning, or last night when I was working. The night before I was working on this. This was, but yeah, it just his cosmetics are just on the seat enough that it looks like he's sitting, which is actually pretty clever how they did it. Because we all knew, or I always thought at least, that he looked like he was sitting on the thing. I was like, wait, how does that? Now I know. So, we are not building the... Okay, let's get smooth quartz. So we're going to have to build a base drum here. So, black concrete. Alright, let me look at... Well, no, I'm not going to fly all the way over there. Let me get rid of some of these. I accidentally copied Duke in the wrong place. Beforehand. I copied him too far back. And then I copied him... So I had to remove the original copy, which kind of sucked, but... But yes, so this is probably officially going to be the stage of the for the Rockfire explosion. We're gonna make actually that is a good question. I'm thinking we probably will try to do the lights. I don't know if it'll happen because of the immense size of this project. But that... I don't see why we couldn't make, like, the applause sign light up. I don't see why we couldn't do the Rockfire sign. I don't see why we couldn't do Fats' organ and everything else. But other than that, I don't know if we do the actual, like, spotlights. So. So, I'm going to start over here by Choo Choo, actually, because... something we go roughly about here. Well, actually, how big is Choo Choo's tree stump? Updating the Rockfire explosion. Can I build the new Rockfire? You mean the Midgeons? I think the next big project we're going to be worrying about is turning this updated Rockfire into the Moonrockers. But definitely that is something we need to look forward to, as I think I've officially come up with a new goal for this series. And let me just find it on my list of things I need to build here. I think we're going to build everything that like the biggest attractions on a creative engineering tour, or what you would have been able to see in a creative engineering tour. So I think that's going to be the big project for the world. So we've got a lot to we have a lot to build, let's just say that. So let me get so the material that the stumps are made out of, very interesting thing. I think I'm thinking oak wood. like the actual, like these versions of the logs. Maybe maybe mangrove actually. Oh, I don't know what would look the best. So I'm gonna try oak. Spruce is too dark. Maybe jungle might work. Alright, so we got oh my gosh, we got 3 kinds of wood right here. So we've got mangrove wood, which I'm actually liking myself at the moment. We've got oak wood, and we got jungle wood. There's a problem with, there's good problem, there's reasons I picked these 3. So mangrove wood is, has the right amount of detail, and it looks less pixelated than the rest. Oak wood is the only wood pointing straight up, which is kind of what I need. Jungle has all the detail, but it's a little too pixelated. Like, it has all the colors I need. So I'm leaning more towards mangrove wood. What about you guys? Oak wood might be. Oh man, this is a tough choice. So I don't know, what do you guys think? This is the wood that's going to be used for Duke Stump, Choo Choo Stump, and Beachberries Stump. So it's what, I'll let you guys pick, because I seem to, not really pick what you guys always suggest for this world. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go for mangrove wood myself. But that's you guys' choice. I'm just gonna wait till somebody says something. I'm leaning more towards mangrove wood myself. But thinking mangrove wood myself. Mangrove. Alright. So, gonna get rid of the rest of this. So I'm gonna build a base for. Whoops, good thing I have 2 extras. Okay. So I'm gonna get rid of all the carpet on the inside of this. Hello, Mike. Oh, I don't know about that. Mix different woods. Okay, that's another good thought process, but I don't know how I would do that. It's definitely, if this doesn't look normal, I'm going to do that. What you do? We are building Choo Choo, or we're trying to give Duke, we're trying to give Duke some, we're gonna give Duke his drums, and I think that should be it. Yeah, we're gonna give Duke his drums and Fats his organ this episode. Then after that, I will do, I'll put the sun and the moon. Basically, I want to get this whole stage done. Ah, okay, I see how I have to build this now for it to go up. You know, Mike, I'll let you join, just because this is a project. I would get Deadbird on here, but he does not have a mic at the moment, so yeah. So I got a story I might as well tell. So I was in Walmart yesterday, just browsing around, and I don't think this is gonna work. I'm thinking about it. Wait, that's not the center. 3. Okay, get rid of some of this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, the only bad part about these stumps is I always seem, no matter what I'm building, like tree shape, it's always an oval. It's never a circle, it's always an oval. I mean, if you go back to the original stage, I'm not going to fly all the way over there just because we have a good bit to do this episode, and I don't know how long it's going to take. But if you go back to the original rocket fire we built, son of a... There we go. Okay, I'm going to have to get rid of that. I think Choo Choo's where he's going to be. Okay, 3... Anyway, so, what was I doing? Oh yeah, so if you go back to the original Rockfire Explosion, every circle I've tried to make always somehow turned into an oval. Don't ask me how, it just did. Fast forward on to this, actually the mini stage of the Confederate critters I built, which I am going to be putting into survival once I get that all built. And, oh, I'm starting to see a problem here. But, yeah, I'd rather have this looking. Okay, I'm starting to see a problem with mangrove wood. Okay, I think the best thing I could do is just have it run sideways. Like it's running sideways. And that's how we're going to leave it. Nope. It's not technically correct, but it's correct enough. So, alright. So I am still working on the script, and yes, I am scripting a video for the 1-year anniversary of the finale of building the Rockfire Explosion in Minecraft. That's kind of a mouthful, isn't it? See, I'm still working on the script for that. It's taken me longer than what I thought. So, unfortunately, I will not have that video up in time. But, there. I will not have that video up for a little bit longer, because tomorrow I gotta work. I think tomorrow I will stream. I think Thursday I'm busy. So. Anyway. Where I need the... Alright, so anyway. Let's see how to do this. Okay, so this is gonna have to be built up probably to here. To here roughly. Texas State. Yeah, definitely. Um, definitely. I hope that does happen. When memes, I can't look at them now because, you know, I have to have my sound on, and I'm not playing something I don't know what it is on stream. Flesh of the Beetle. Oh, that's pretty cool. I think once once Aaron Fector moves to a new warehouse, I think his biggest project is going to be the second gen animatronics, like second. How? I swear to God. Oh, if you guys hear something in the background, my mom is mowing at the moment. How did a spider get in my window? Again. I'll look into it later, but I think, yeah, I think Aaron's biggest project he's gonna have to work on is definitely the second gen animatronics first. He said he wanted to get second gen Duke done at least first. And I think he said he wanted to get. I think he said he wanted to get the Moonrockers and Wolfpack 5 up. So. But I think that's probably the biggest plans. I don't know why my invite thing hasn't been working. And there, okay. So I learned my lesson. I'm not gonna have 3 helpers, as last time I had 3 helpers. Every time we do have 3 helpers, we usually don't get much done. And that's not you guys' fault. It's mostly my fault. But still. You saw Beatles DVD collectors. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hello, the Proudstone Amusements. Okay, so I'm thinking we build this. Yeah, this is Choo Choo Stump. Actually, I don't think I should be building this up to the height now. I think I should be. I should build up a base for that. Alright. This is gonna be. Oh, yeah. Yes, yes, it is, because I can't even see the entire center stage with my render distance. In a way, it's bad because we're not going to be able to see the whole project when it's done in all its glory, unfortunately. But yeah, that's just something we're going to have to lose to build a realistic Rockfire explosion. Now yeah, Aaron Fector is yeah, I heard he's moving everything out, and he's going to, and then he's gonna move every object out that he wants, and then he's going to move every animatronic show out that he wants. I don't know what's gonna happen to the leftovers. I don't think it's your side. I think it's my side, honestly. But I can't do anything without, you know, getting out of the game. But if it isn't, my side, I'll be actually surprised with that one. So I I know a little more than what I lead on about this whole creative engineering moving process. Okay, so I'm thinking I'll build I can't talk. Whew. I'm gonna build like a border for where the stump's gonna sit on. And I'm not gonna build the stump yet. I'm going to build the, yeah, I'm gonna have to move Duke for sure. You know, one thing I have to say, like every creative engineering tour I've watched, just to like get a basis of, what's in the warehouse, what's not in there still, what was probably moved out a while ago. But I was noticed something, and that's when Factor goes to see well, he calls them the Hard Luck Bears. And they're like, is it bad? Not really. Phones do that, they heat. But anyway, every time he's like, these are the Hard Luck Bears, and he'll point to the white bear in front and say this is the predecessor to Billy Bob. Now, I always look at that and I'm like, oh, because I know it's not right. That's not technically who that character is. That's technically Chet Fadigans from the Bear Country Jubilee. Like, all those characters were part of the Bear Country Jubilee. And I don't think... And it slightly annoys me. I don't know if I'm the only one. But that isn't... Like, none of those are the Hard Luck Bear animatronics. They were the predecessor to the Hard Luck Bears, but... It was, yeah, the Country Bear Jubilee Aaron bought... He made, I think, only like 5 or 6 shows of that sold, and he bought back one. I don't think that's the best thing to do. I had to do that once though, and my phone, I left it outside one time because I was swimming, and it was overheating, and so I just threw it in the freezer to cool down. That's the hillbilly way of come on, turn my fan on. So um okay, the good thing about Duke's stump, since I left the world, I think it's my end. Can I put on a Rockfire Explosion? I don't like to, just because if I need to bring up a specific, like, detail that I'm building. Okay, good. I could put on Rockfire Explosion music. Like, I've done it before. I've only gotten copyright claims, not strikes. So, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world on that part there. On the other hand, I don't like to. Like, it's nice to have some background music. But, on another hand, I don't like to interrupt the music unless I'm, like, singing with it. Then it's fun, but I don't like to interrupt the music. Oh my gosh, you just see how the size of this is crazy, because the music will be going and I'll be talking over it and it's just kind of chaotic, in my opinion at least. But yeah, I don't like to that way. Because then I feel like I don't have as much as a... I don't have as much. I don't feel like I have as much connection to. Yeah, sure. I don't know if it's my end. I think it's. I think it is my end though. Who the heck? I don't know what's going on. And the one time I did fix it, I had to leave the world entirely. And I'm not going to do that this time because um, this is a big thing I'm building. And okay, so let's see how that looks so far. So Duke's stump is weird. And this front bit is the only bit that really has a shape to it. The back end. Okay, Okay, I did shut my window. Good. Okay, there's a spider in there. I'm trying to trap it inside and starve it. So this front bit has a little bit of a weirder shape because of Choo Choo right here. Yeah, this is, and then it goes up over behind Fats' organ to roughly very close to him. Very close to his legs. And it'll snake behind here and then just go straight back, curve, straight, sideways, straight, curve, straight forward, and then to this bit. So it is my end. I can't fix it. As I said, I'd have to restart the game, and if I restart the game, the stream's gonna. I can't keep a game streaming and go to another game. Like if I wanted to do this, or if I was playing Car Mechanic Simulator, as I've had someone say this to me in the past, and then wanted to go on to the if I had people, or if I had someone ask if they've wanted to, or if I could show off my animatronics when I was talking about them in Car Mechanic Simulator, if I could show them off right on stream. And that's one weird thing with PlayStation is I cannot get out of an application, quit the application, and go into another game. I don't know why I can't do that. I can see why, because it's weird, but it's not weird. But it's different. So, yeah, I don't know why. I think it messed up something when, well, my dad, what he did, my sister changed or our computer password was changed. My mother changed it, actually, and she thinks I know what it is for some reason, even though she changed it. I wasn't around. I have no memory, at least, of her changing it. So there's that. Now, fast forward to, let's see, I think 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, we're in it was Wednesday. What's it, Wendy's? These two invites. Okay. Since we have a good feeling about these two invites, we'll try 2 invites. We'll try 2 more invites, but that's only because we got a good feeling about it, you know. But anyway, so my dad, our computer shut off for some reason. I think my sister turned it off because something got stuck on game of mine got stuck on the screen. She didn't know how to get rid of it, so she just reset or turned off the computer. Bang, bang, boom. There, to get it off. So the computer restarted, and we're at Wendy's, and my dad is trying to get on our computer, and our password was apparently changed. Okay, so fast forward. So my dad calls up my mom and he's like, "What's the computer password?" And my mom's like, "Well, what is it?" And I'm like, "I don't know." Every time. I don't know what it is. Oh, you're playing Java. Okay, yeah, that's your problem. You need to be playing Bedrock Edition. Oh, whatever. Yeah, and you need to be on Bedrock and not Java, which I think is one of the stupidest things that Minecraft won't let you do is play Java Edition. I think it's one of the stupidest things they've ever done. And I'm going to take a pause on this to build the organ. And you guys will see why in about 2 seconds. So Fats is in the position where his hand should be up off the keyboard. So I think. Oh, wait, my hands are straight. They're still not on the keyboard, so. Okay, so his hands would be straight. There, down about 5 blocks. I don't know how I need this to go. Well, I started streaming today. Little story I could tell here. I started streaming today, and I thought, well, I was bored. So let's start off with that. I'm bored. I get bored easily. Okay, we're going to take black concrete out to here. So the weird thing about a keyboard like this keyboard is we have to build it. But anyway, so so I was building this. So I think the weirdest thing about this is that this whole series is a big challenge for me. For sure. In the fact that I have never seen a Rockfire Explosion show in my life. I've never seen one. I've never seen a Rockfire Explosion show in my life. With my own eyes, at least. I've never seen one. So, I'm kind of guessing. Like, everyone says, oh, this guy knows what he's doing. And I don't. I don't know if that was obvious. Okay. The only Chuck E. Cheese stage I've seen with my own eyes was Studio C Kappa. And that was my local stage before it shut down. That's the only one I've ever seen with my own eyes. Because of the nearest 3-stage location to me is about 3 hours away. And I think the other one that would be closest is about 5 hours away, so I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere. So that's the only. Well, no, I wouldn't say about. I'd say about a good hour and a half, 2 hour away. I think it might be my end. It probably is my end. I can't solve that at the moment. So anyway, so the biggest problem, like I've been saying with this, is I've been guessing for all of this. Like, I've just been looking at pictures using what I could find on the internet, using my sources, and that's all I've been able to do. Now the stage is the difficult bit because I also don't have the exact measurements for any of this. So everything you see on stage is not in its final... Not where it's actually going to probably be. Finally, these guys are good. I'm gonna have to move Choo Choo and Duke over. I know I will. But I don't have to yet, and that's kind of what I'm counting on. So anyway, on to Fats' organ. So Fats' organ is like... It's got this big thing in the front. That's what it technically is going to be called from now on. So thing in the front, a little ledge above that thing in the front, and then swoop into a lower bit. And this isn't making any sense. Oh god. Anyway, so my Rockfire series got into Minecraft. I do. Well, I am glad I was able to do that. That's one thing I was worried about. Yes, the thing in front, the thing, as my grandfather would call it, the witch call, because he never knows what he's talking, or he knows what he's talking about, he just doesn't know what it's called. And it's actually hilarious when he tries to argue. But anyway, that's a story for another time. So, the thing in the front is the thing. Copy and pasting was another fun thing I had to do on this world. Deadbird online. Deadbird is... I don't know if he's online, but I don't know if he's online. I think he said he was, but he doesn't have a mic. Because you all know officially he'd be the one joining. Because of... Yeah. But I don't know why my PlayStation friends aren't loading. I mean, I could try to get him in here. I don't know if that would work, but... Okay. So... what was I talking about? I'm gonna go back to the story. The first story I started. So we're all in Wendy's. It was me, my buddy, my mom, and my sister and her friend. So 5 of us, we were gonna go bowling. So my dad calls my mom, he's like, what's the computer password? I don't know it, because my mom changed it, and I wasn't around. And she thinks I just know everything, for whatever reason. I know everything because I'm good with computers. Whew. Okay, so... I mean, I probably could have figured it out, but... It's my sister who knew it. But I'm the one who has to know it, everything, so... I don't know how that is a thing. Yeah, I'm supposed to know it because I need to magically know this computer password. I still don't know what it is, but, well, I still didn't know what it is. So, I'm like, Mom, I don't know. You changed it. I don't know what it is. Yeah. And this is every time she needs a password. She's like, oh, what's the password for this? And I'm like, uh-huh? Like, I didn't make the password, and if I did, you made it, and I'm not paying attention. Because, anyway. So, my dad is... I can hear him yelling on the other end of the phone. Well, why would anyone change the password? So I'm getting blamed for this. I know I'm going to get blamed for this. And I'm just waiting it. So, I'm just enjoying my time at Wendy's. So, and apparently our computer password, our computer account was the Microsoft account. So instead of my dad waiting, like any normal person would, for someone to get home, he changed the password, screwed something up, and I know what the password is now. That's besides the point. He screwed something up, changed the password, and now every time I try to invite somebody into the world, I can't. Because I know it's my end, and this is why it's my end doing it. But pretty much, my father changed the password and screwed something else up, and my Microsoft account is messed up. I tried changing it, I couldn't. I tried going into the settings, I don't know how to do any of that, so most likely helpers are going to be scarce from now on. So it's 2. Yeah. So that's what happened to me. That's what happened to my end, at least. I don't know if that's officially what it was. And Minecraft will not actually let me change my Microsoft account because it says and I tried changing it, but it says I can't because I linked it to this and I don't know what the heck it's talking about. And I can receive invites and I can join people's worlds, but I can't send out for some reason. So how does that work? Alright. So I don't know if this is the full... Yeah. That's exactly how I am here. Except I can't. It's like... Yeah. So really the only people I can invite is the people on my PlayStation network. Is the only people I know I can get into this world. So that's fun. So a little future about a little bit of what the future holds for this series. I think we can start on that note. This world, or this series, rather. This series, we're still going strong. We're going to be just a hair delayed, just a little bit for a little bit longer. I say probably not until mid of August is when we're going to be back to normal. Or yeah, we're going to be hair delayed. Have I ever found a Rockfire animatronic? I've never seen any trace of the Rockfire explosion with my own eyes. The closest thing I've seen was an air cylinder that could have belonged to one of these characters, but I don't think it did. It was a pretty beaten up stream. That's the thing. I tried my hardest, but I don't know how that works. But yeah, I've never seen any. Yeah, like I said, the closest thing I've ever seen to the Rockfire explosion was an air cylinder, completely unrelated to the characters. So I've never been around a pneumatic animatronic. I've never found one. But that doesn't mean one day I wouldn't like to restore one myself, but make it a YouTube project, maybe. I don't know. Maybe just build one. But I look, and yeah, these air cylinders are like $80. They're like $80. Like $84 for just one, and I'm like, what? Huh? Mad. What's up? So it's just, it's pricey. Oh lord. I am Magic Man now, apparently. I don't get it, but okay. I'll live with it. Alright, so I'm thinking this. Well, I need to mark out the middle, so that's the middle of what we have. Great. That's a four. That is one thing I was planning on doing. Me and Deadbird were gonna plan to, in about a year, we're gonna plan to go down to Creative Engineering, get a tour, do a video on it. We're gonna do Smitty Super Service Station. We're gonna go down there, take a tour of the place, head up to Billy Bob's Wonderland, and everything in between. I never, but everything's with the way everything's going, it probably won't happen. But I might be able to pull some strings. That it'll happen, but I might be able to pull some strings to get that happening. It's close. Well, yeah. The actual Creative Engineering warehouse is gone. It's not. It's not Creative Engineering anymore. It's it's just a giant big warehouse. So I don't know. I don't know if that's a possibility anymore. But if Aaron Fechter's giving some tours of in his new warehouse, I will definitely try. I will for sure try my hardest to be able to do that. And the only bad part about black concrete is I can't see anything. I can't see anything I'm building, which so I don't know if that is off stream. If it works, I don't know. I have yet to tell because I need to do a lot of this off camera. I need to write the script for that 1-year anniversary thing. I got a lot to do. I have a lot on my plate at the moment. So a lot of people will say, off stream, can I check this out or can I check that out? And I don't mind looking at people's worlds, checking any of that out. But 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Alright. But a lot of people will say, oh, could you check this out off stream? And I would love to check out people's worlds off stream. I really would. But I'm always busy, and that usually prevents me from doing so. I do still answer comments and all that, but it is a good bit of work to be having everything I want to do get done, and everything I don't. So. Yes, I do. Have I watched the new Minions? I have watched the new Minions movie. I thought it was like the 3D, like me and my buddy watched the 3D animation of it. I thought it was some of the best animation I've ever seen. Like some of the best 3D animation I've ever seen out of modern day animated movies. It was some of the best. Like when I seen Sponge Out of Water in 3D back in 2016 in theaters, like the animation was not nearly as good as the as what this was. All right. So I think I'm gonna have to extend the organ out a bit. I've not seen a lot of people's Rockfire worlds yet, so I could, like, I think it would be a more fair thing would be if I seen more people's Rockfire worlds. So I could not answer. So I'm thinking, I want to build this, so I'm gonna try to make this light up. When I say I'm gonna try to make this light up, I mean probably someone I'm gonna get on the world's gonna try to make this actually work, but I'm gonna get the but I'm thinking, oh, Sweet Baby Ray's, this is difficult. That's good stuff right there, Sweet Baby Ray's. And I'm not a big fan of barbecue sauce either. But alright. Let me think about this. Am I going to put the letters? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to work out right now. Okay. So, let's get... I guess... what would probably be the best thing to work on right now? Where are the lights? There it is. Redstone lamps. So I'm gonna put the lamps there. I definitely think the best having the best Rockfire world is really just preference. Like, I really can't, or just Rockfire anything is just your own personal preference. Like, I have not seen some, like, in my opinion, it's just personal preference. What is your, like, what's of people picking their favorite thing. And the worst part about that would be, you know, if I gave my personal preference of who, some people would think, oh, this is better than... Do I regret making Rockfire World? The only thing I regret, for sure, is switching over, is copying the world over to, or this, what it is now. If you guys didn't know, originally the Rockfire world was my Five Nights at Freddy's world. And okay, so right there, we're gonna do the dash. Top 4, I haven't seen 4. The only world crazy I've ever took a tour of. The only 2 worlds was Foxy Gamer's world and your world crazy. That's all I've ever taken a tour of. And I like to for sure record the tours that I take on other people's worlds, because it does it is nice to have people like have built this on their world, and then have a YouTuber check it out. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Can I put music? Again, with music, I don't like to do that because of like I do like to talk to viewers for sure. So that's a K, believe it or not. And this is like a weird logo to build. Okay, even then, I think this this organ front is a bit too small. I'm gonna have to... Oh boy, man, I have to say, I do like... I do have to say, I do like building this more off-camera than I do on-camera. Because if I build one thing wrong, everyone's going to be like, you built this wrong! And I'm like, jeez, I just want to live my life. And, you know, about to rip my head off, but yeah. So there's the sea. Yeah, I do, though, like building this off camera more than I do on camera. For sure, because this is, it's easier, in my opinion, to build off camera than on camera. Okay, this looks awful. So, let me do that. Try to fix this. And that's another thing I do want to, when people do join my world, and I love watching people become creative and all that, but that's one thing I don't like, is when people, like when I've designed something and people change it to what they like better. Because then it just doesn't... Okay, let me get the whole logo in, and then we'll see how it looks. Yeah, this is gonna have to be a better, or a bigger organ front. But that's one thing I do not like when people do that, because the Rockfire Explosion it's something different to everybody, and I was the only one who at the time built something at this size as a animatronic stage. Okay, I'm gonna have to carve all this out. Okay. The organ's gonna have to be a lot bigger, for sure. The organ's gonna have to be bigger, but that's fine because we're interpreting. Interpretive dancing. I don't want to talk about what that just was. I don't want to talk about it. Alright, R. How would one build an R? Okay. So, I think we're on a good start. We're on a good start, guys. Come on. Honey. There we go. So that's one thing. Primestone's 3-stage. It looks a lot like mine. And I don't know if that was I doubt it was intentional, but I don't know. It looks a lot like mine. So when I first saw it, I thought he ripped off my build, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe. But no, I know he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. But you know, but I like to think, I don't think I was an inspiration for him to build that, but I like to think just like I might have inspired that. It's a good way. That's originally what I wanted to have when I... Well, this might turn out well. This might turn out well. How do I build an A? Just me? How am I gonna do this? So, yeah, that's what I originally thought when I seen it. I thought, but when I looked at it more, I realized this is, you know, his own, what he built, you know, his own design. Oh, how do I build this? It's a lowercase a. But, you know, the more I got to looking at it, the more I was like, this is creative. This is, you know, this is his unique design. And I thought it looks really good. I have to admit, it does look pretty. I will get the things on the sides. I just want to get this middle bit down just to see how much room we need for, how much more room we need for everything else. But we will get it. Okay. Okay. So yeah. The Rockfire Explosion, like, however you build it, or whatever you do with it, it's unique to what you have. And that's mainly the reason I don't like when people correct what I've built on this, because I don't want to build an A like this. That just looks stupid. This is going to be a challenge for sure. Okay. 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 Think about this pack. That's the thing. Redstone is another fun thing to build. I'll take a stab at the redstone, and if I can't get, oh wait, I need to. Yeah, I'll take a stab at the red. It's usually I take a stab at the redstone, and then if I can't get at it, I get someone else to do it. It's usually how things work around here. So I got a rock and then the dash. I'm failing to build an A. I'm gonna need at least. I limited myself to a 4x4 to build an A. I don't think I can in this small of a area. Okay, I'm gonna build an O to start off with. I'm gonna start with an O, and then I'm going to come back to it. And I think that's gonna be the best way I can work at it. Alright. I'll come back to it. But yeah. That's originally what I wanted when I started this series, is people to become inspired almost by what I've built, and have them build their like interpretation of it almost. Not really interpretation, but their version of it. Oh, and this is gonna be fun to build right here. Great. Okay. Tomorrow's Wednesday, isn't it? Holy crap. Time is flying. Is that an F, or should I try something different? F. Like that. That O is gonna bug me. So what I'm gonna do is that, to make it look like an A. We'll come back to it. And then that doesn't look like an A. That looks a lot better, in my opinion. I don't think I will either. I might do a one video tomorrow. I'm not sure though. Yep. Oh, that eye was so difficult to build, guys. If you guys look at that eye, you could just see the amount of detail that goes into it, you know, right there. Just, oh my, that's, oh, I don't think I could replicate that if I tried. With the keyboard, I'm going to need help with the keyboard. I will work out a few things off camera, because I think what I will do off camera is I will get the front of the keyboard done and the back of the keyboard done. I'm gonna get the front done this on stream. I'll get the back of the keyboard done and the rest of it tomorrow, or off camera. When I have the next episode, I will get the legs of the keyboard on and whatever else. Okay, I will sort out this. Look, this needs to be moved one block down, which kind of sucks. Because I'll do it off camera, but I'm gonna do a true Stampy style build here. Everything off camera. R, and then, oh lord, I forgot how much I hated building E's. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. The I is uppercase. I don't think it is. Ah, crap. I didn't think this through. Okay, the E is a little bit bigger than everything else, so... But it's in a weird way. I'm trying, guys. So remove that. Actually, I don't think that looks too bad. What do you guys think? I think that looks pretty. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but... I think that looks pretty good. And when we get the lights, it'll look a little better. All right, guys. So I think that's gonna. I think that looks pretty good, in my opinion. The eye looks like a 1. Not really. The A is what I'm just not happy about because it's not. It's not how the A looks, but I'm gonna have to live with that. But alright, and I think we're about an hour and 12 minutes into this. I think that's gonna do it for this episode, even though we didn't get too much done. Oh, what's up? Yellow dragon duck. But I'll work on this off screen. I'll get it moved down a bit. The organ built. We'll get the legs in next. Or I might. Should I do the legs next episode or off camera? And then we're not even going to do the wiring until we get a bunch of other stuff done. But yes, so basically what we need, and then we'll build the organ front in a little bit, or we'll build it up a bit. So next episode, we're either going to be building the organ legs, or we will be building of the Rockfire. Oh, that's nice. See, that's also another reason I love building these, because it just ignites some people's love of the Rockfire explosion. But alright, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. I think I'll mark out Duke's drums off camera. Like, I'll have the base of this marked out by next episode. The drum kit I'll have marked, but I'll build it next episode. I think that's how I'm gonna have. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it. That's what I'm gonna do. So, I'll get the organ built. The legs we'll do next episode. And then we'll get this. I don't think I'm going to do much off camera today. I think if I do anything, it's going to be later at night, because I usually work better later at night. So yeah, so next episode we should have all the props on stage that we need. And then just trying to think of how this series is going to go. We're going to have everything on camera that we need. Rockfire, so this night, episode 20, the drums, the things, the legs of the the keyboard. We'll get Duke moved up. Yeah, we'll get Duke moved up a little bit more forward to his drums. Everything else seems good. Beach Bear's guitar will get that'll be like one of the last things we do because it'll. Okay, so that should be it for. And then episode 21, I'll have the rest of center stage marked out. We'll build up center stage. I guess we'll do the backdrop to center stage just so we have something there. We'll get. Oh my gosh, this is okay. So backdrop episode 21 and stage episode 21. Then episode 22, in between there, I'll mark out the Billy Bob stage. Because Billy Bob stage has more detail on it, so I could figure out how to do the. So that should be episode 20. So episode 22, I should have Billy Bob stage roughly built. Episode 23, we'll build up the stage. Rolf stage should take maybe 2 episodes, maybe 1 if we're lucky. So that leaves us with episode 28, roughly. By the time we're done with the stages, around episode 30 is probably when we're going to do the Mac valves and the air tubes, because I wanted to get them built after we get them on stage, just so we won't have to move all that when we're done. And yes, I did do the research. I know how the Mac valves work, unfortunately. I know how they work now, or I know how the valve bank works. I don't know exactly how the. It sucks, but I would build the crate. I don't think I will build the entire the original warehouse, because the layout is a little confusing to me, and we can't really do it because we'd have to build the basement first, and then the upstairs, and by at that point we're probably at height limit, so I think we'd be able to do that. So with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. So yeah, we've got a long series ahead of us. So yeah, after we build the Mac valves, should be smooth sailing. Probably not, but yeah. So I'll get the organ front off camera by next episode. The organ front and everything else should be built up. I'll explain how I built it on camera and everything in between. So I hope you all enjoyed this episode of updating the Rectifier Explosion. I know we didn't get too much done, but I had to explain how a few things are gonna have to be built. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see all of you in the next episode for part 20. Yeah. Bye-bye. That wasn't enthusiastic enough. Bye-bye. There it is.